Good morning, it's Wednesday the 18th of April today. So let me tell you a bit about my cognitive assessment that I had at the hospital a couple of days ago. Basically, we went through a lot of stuff about my history in terms of physical health, mental health, and went through quite a lot of detail and about sort of experiences that I have with my memory. And then we started doing a bunch of memory tests and other tests. So there's things like remembering numbers and then saying the numbers backwards or saying the numbers in ascending order, but having to remember them while you do that. And I find that really difficult. I basically can't do more than 3 or 4 numbers, you know, at a time before I forget. So I scored badly on that one, I know. And then there were other memory tests like remembering which picture you'd seen out of a choice of 2, or remembering a short excerpt from a news article and saying that back after it's been read to you from memory. So there was a lot of memory tests and I don't think I did particularly well on any of them. But there were some other types of tests that I found much easier, like verbal reasoning, where you have to describe how 2 words are alike, I mean like what they've got in common. And then there's abstract reasoning, where you've got, you know, a sequence of shapes that change and you have to work out what the pattern is and pick what shape would come next in the sequence. And I know I did really well at those, she told me. So basically the conclusion of the appointment was that I scored really badly on the memory tests, except that I'm still able to have a normal conversation. I score really well on the reasoning tasks. So she said that it couldn't really be anything like a physical brain injury, plus like that's never happened. So it would have to be a sort of, well, basically she said that it would have to be something called dissociation, which is like a psychological issue where bad things have happened to you, so you block out certain memories, but then you end up just getting confused about the timeline of events altogether. And I don't know, I mean, I think that's plausible and I'd like to investigate it more, but I think the reason why I was upset after the appointment is because this neuropsychologist basically said, you know, the only way you can get officially diagnosed with dissociation is by a psychiatrist, and you're not going to get one on the NHS, and there's no treatment for it, and, you know, basically you've just got to live with it. And I thought that was really harsh. Once she sort of told me about the dissociation and told me that she thought I had it, I realised that a lot of experiences I have might make sense in that context, because like I lose huge chunks of time. She said that's just typical of dissociation, and I just can barely remember what I've been doing, and I do things without knowing what they were, and the only way I find out is, you know, I walk back into the room and see something's changed and I'm the only one here, so I know it must be me. A lot of times friends that I talk to ask what I've been up to and I just draw a complete blank. I can't remember anything that's happened in the past few days. So I think it could make sense and it definitely needs looking into more, although I'm not sure it explains everything, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. It's an interesting idea anyway. my shrimp and snails have arrived. I'm really excited to open them up and see them. Okay, so here's the note of what I ordered. I ordered 5 blue dream shrimp, 5 red fire shrimp, and those are just 2 different colours of the same kind of shrimp essentially. And then I ordered 2 zebra snails because I liked how they were zebra snails. I saw a picture online and I really liked the sort of zebra pattern on their shells, and I thought that would be cool in the whole hEDS zebra thing. So now I get to open them up and have a look. It's cute how they put them in their own cool box. And actually it was the same delivery guy as last time, and he was asking me all about my fish keeping. So let's have a look at them. Whoa, these are the shrimp. They're tiny. They've got the red ones and the blue ones in here together. Okay, so the other bag must be my zebra snails. Nice. They have really cool shells. So I'd better get these settled in their new tank then. This tank is just going to have the shrimp and I think one of the snails, and I'll put the other snail in one of the other tanks. Hello. So this is the cheap tank I got, and it's quite small. It's only 12 litres, but it's only for, so it's going to house 8 shrimp and 1 zebra snail, and I've put the other zebra snail in the other tank with the platies and the paradise fish. So I've let these shrimp acclimatise to the temperature for a while, and now I'm going to try and fish them out with my trusty fishing net. Where'd he go? Sly. Sly, but I'll get you. I've got you. There we go. Out you get, little... Oh, someone's knocking at the door. Just going to stop for a sec. It's a parcel for me. Right, that last blue dream is just gone out of his net, so they're all in there. My zebra snail is there in the corner. Yep, it's looking good. Just put the lid back on. Ta-da!